Gen Con 2014, I'm here with Justin Furcron, who is the designer of a game called Last Stand. This is a game that he has manufactured through the Game Crafter, and he has agreed to tell me a little bit about this game. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah, sure. So the game is an urban survival game. The goal is to survive for 14 days. That's easy. Then
it looks
medium.
easy. Okay.
Medium becomes 21 days and hard becomes 28. So you just survive. That's the whole point of the game. And so the way the game is played is it takes place in a city, and the city is randomly generated. This is important. So as the city gets created, you will have different places that have different supplies. Different supplies allow you to get some of these cards. So we'll get things like vitamins, candy bars, scooters, weapons, guns. There's a wide range of stuff. And you get it from the city. Now, to actually show you, you will have a character, and the character travels around the city. Now, unlike pretty much the other games, this one has a base building element to it, and that is pretty much the niftiness of this one. So as you play the game, you collect supplies. You can use those supplies to build things. And so, for example, we can build, say, some traps. And then we can build like an infirmary, and then we can build some farms. And you can also upgrade your base. So over time, you'll get more and more people. As you get more and more people, you can use the abilities multiple times, and sometimes, you know, a wide range of abilities.
So it's not just the traditional survival where you move around, kill, move around, kill. You also have to create a long, more medium-term resource management situation.
Yep, and so it has built-in resource management, has base building. There's some exploration elements to it. It's you know, I'm not a big fan of co-op games that like have dictatorship problems.
Yeah, the alpha player problem.
Right. So in this game, players are playing together, but they're not necessarily need to coordinate. So one player can be like doing things in one part of the city, and say another player is doing something in another part of the city, but they still help each other out, because removing enemies removes the enemies for both players.
So there's enough independence that players can kind of figure their own things out.
Right. And one of the nifty things is, as players progress on the time log, if one does not survive, the other players can keep going. So the game doesn't end just because the team doesn't make it, if you will. There are special characters.
So who's the winner?
Winner is whoever makes it to day 14.
Okay. So it's cooperative, but only some may make it to the end, only some may be the winners.
Yep. And the game is very difficult. The game starts off easy, and there's only about 5 ways to make it harder. So once you beat the game the first time, you can try it harder and harder and harder.
And is the game playable in solitaire mode?
You can. Basically, solitaire mode is controlling multiple characters. And mostly, if you play that way, most of the people are going for like the really hard 28-day challenge. And
how many characters is an ideal party?
I'm sorry, what?
How many characters is an ideal party, an ideal group of parties, an ideal group of characters?
It depends.
Like 3, 4?
Because 2 players use less supplies, but they can't kill as much. But 4 people can kill more, but you need to feed them.
They need to eat, yeah.
Right. So it's a trade-off. If there's a lot of enemies, you will probably want more people. And it changes from game to game. So it's not always like, it doesn't play the same way every time. And that's really like, that's really the big difference. So yeah, we have 8 characters. They all have their own unique individual abilities. None of them are particularly powerful. They're all useful in one specific situation, and some are useful.
Survivalist, soldier, farmer, architect, priest, politician, scout, and doctor.
Right. So yeah, we have exploration. We have loots. We have good loot. You can always grab. That'll work. You can always grab loot, and there's a lot of it. You're basically trying to survive, so you're fighting attrition. There will be enemies in the game. So what happens is players play in the day. So everyone takes a turn a day, and then they roll the dice for enemies, and then the enemies will show up at night. So in this example, well, they're all protected because the numbers are less, but like,
Oh, I see.
so in this example we would have 3, 3, 3, 2, and 2. So this one's protected.
So basically,
These would all
you
have
add enemies to the areas whose number is lower than that number that you roll. Lower,
correct.
also equal to, or it has to be lower?
It's lower, but if you're going for the harder challenge,
Then
it's
equal.
equal to. And if you're going for the hardest challenge, it's auto roll 6 every turn.
Well, that
Yes.
makes it tough.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So those are pretty much the major components,
And
the phases.
And at that table here, we have a group that is playing the game. This is just to show you how the game may look more or less mid-game, with the city being built and things going on. Buildings, characters moving, enemies appearing everywhere. Thank you, Justin.
Hi, thank you.
And I was wondering, if somebody wants to pick up this game, where can I find a copy?
Well, it's not published yet. That's part of our purpose of being at Gen Con. And so yeah, we're talking to some publishers, seeing who might want to pick it up. Otherwise, we'll self-publish through GameCrafter, and should be out within, I would hope, about a month.
Okay.
So within the month.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Thank you, Justin.
Hi, thanks.